Hello, welcome back to another stream. Today we are continuing right where we left off with the Master Grade F91. So, last time we did a good chunk of the build already. And honestly, it didn't take too much time considering it is a Master Grade. Got the legs, waist, and main torso done, just like the main body. Now, all that's left for us to do is get the arms, the head, and all the weapons and accessories. So, without further ado, let us begin. So we are starting with the arms here. If I remember where I put all my runners, I did pre-organize my runners, but I do have a habit of just forgetting where they are sometimes. So it seems based off of this structure that I'm looking at, we are starting with building an elbow joint. Rather, two elbow joints here. Essentially, the right and left arm are very similar to one another. However, their lower parts are different, so I believe I will be building some of these slightly differently. So for the most part, they do share a common elbow joint and upper arm. The upper arm is really easy to do, but the lower arm is definitely different for the left side. This is because the left arm is where the shield is attached. So unlike something like the crossbow, the F91 only has one set of well, it has one beam shield equipable to its arm at a time. So it does have a spare beam shield inside. I believe the right side skirt. Yep, it's in there. And the beam sabers are on the left side. So, according to the instructions, building the right arm is pretty easy. Like, there's not really much to it. So pretty much once you get the joints done, then you just assemble it with some exterior armor, and there you go. You got an arm. But the left arm is a bit more complicated. So while the basic steps are very similar, it does have some extra moving components that apparently move very smoothly from what I've heard. So I can't wait to get to that. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you guys what I did and why I was busy on Monday. So I did have an outing with some friends. I did go out for a bit. I think we went to the California Science Center for fun. And we have been planning that trip for a while. I just kind of forgot that it was happening on a Monday. Oh, I didn't necessarily forget, but, well, it's like one of the few times my friends are in town. So I could not really say no to that. It was still a very fun trip. We did go to, I believe, Little Tokyo afterwards in LA. LA is exactly as I remembered it. The oh, although one good thing about going to LA, there is a new Gunpla store that I think I will be going to if I can't find anything at my local places. Issue is that it's in LA, so it's a bit far for me. But theoretically, my friends and I could go there. And oh boy, did they have some good stuff there. Mainly a lot of things that aren't necessarily in stock everywhere else right now. Stuff like I found several turn A's there, along with a ton of UC uh kits. I did see a narrative Apex, which I was very tempted to get, but I did already spend money on some Gundam Gachapon. So, well, I can't really afford that. I couldn't really afford to spend more money at that point. But what I did notice at that shop was there was a lot of premium Bandai stuff. So if I do ever need to find some P Bandai things that just aren't available anymore in the US store, I guess I can always just have a look there to see if they have anything available. They did have several more Hyper Mega Bazooka launchers that I was very tempted to get because, well, it's the Hyper Mega Bazooka launcher, big gun. It is a very big gun. Oh, I just lose a piece again. Oh no, I found it. But we also saw the Mega Bazooka launcher there while we were there, so that specifically that was a master grade Mega Bazooka launcher for the Hyakushiki and the Methist, though I don't remember if there is a master grade Methist. There probably is one, but I haven't really heard much about it. So I'm assuming it is probably fairly old. I also forgot to turn on the BGM. Whoops. I did have some prepared. Wah. There we go. So anyways, what we weren't expecting to find there was actually a high grade Zuda. I don't think we've seen any of those at any of our shops for quite some time. I don't remember ever seeing a high grade Zuda around. But we did find one there. We did also see several bound docks and Kshatriyas in case any of my local places run out of those. They did also have quite the selection of what was it? 30-minute mission kits as well. Pretty organized. I was very tempted to get some from there, but I decided to pass. Though I am very tempted to go back because, well, they do have quite the selection. They're also, I think they didn't necessarily specialize in too many anime goods, because this was like an underground mall-esque area where they had a ton of stores that essentially catered to different niches in the anime community. So in that store's case, it was a ton of just a ton of model kits, which was great for me. Then there was also a store just right next to it that basically sold a ton of retro video games, card games. There's some that sold figurines, all that stuff. It was a fun place. So I get that the place that also sold the figures, the model kits that also sold a ton of stuff that I wasn't expecting them to sell. Like for example, they were selling a lot of stuff getting to I think Godzilla fans and especially Kamen Rider fans. Like my goodness, I haven't seen that much Kamen Rider stuff like until I guess Anime Expo. Well, since Anime Expo. So I guess that's your go-to stop if you want some of that stuff from LA. Of course, Japan probably has a lot more of that stuff, but still, it's very nice to find shops like those here in Cali because they can be rare sometimes. Okay, so this is just a basic joint. You know, you have your upper arm right here. You have the shoulder right there. Let's just go onto that peg. But I believe the shoulder armor does fit separately on that peg as well. But now we need to differentiate the arms. So let's get started. I shall use this runner for right arm, I guess. Oh, the bottle kit shop that I went to also had a ton of stuff from Tamashii Nations as well, which I was very tempted to get. They had some metal build figures there that looked very nice. But I decided not to, as again, I already spent enough money for a while, for like a day there. My god, was it tempting. However, part of the reason why I didn't also spend more money there was because I also spent a lot of money on Saturday. This was due to a little sale happening at my local hobby shop, or rather deal. They were selling mystery boxes for quite a price. However, you did get quite a bit of things out of them. I did purchase one for myself and one for my friend because I decided to spot for him that day. He wasn't getting his paycheck for till like I think a week later at that time. So I did spot him some money to help cover it. But I did get quite a few good things out of it. But one thing that I got was an Entry-Gate La Gundam. Now, I already did buy this before. However, I do plan on doing some custom builds with that off stream. I don't know how good it'll look, especially once I kit bash it with some 30-minute mission stuff, but I am expecting it to still look good at the end of the day. So yeah, hopefully that will be fun. Speaking of the La Gundam, I did buy one initially, planning to build it on stream as well. So expect that in the future. Oh wait, is this upside down? This was upside down. That could have been very bad. Thank goodness I double checked. Oh, now this is nice. Get 360 rotation on the lower arm. Do need to clean this up a bit though. Lower right arm. You get 360 degrees of rotation. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so some of the kits I did get and I do plan on building on stream would be that La Gundam, the Entry-Grade La Gundam. Let's see, what else was there? Of course, the crowning jewel of that box was the Master Grade New Gundam Ver-Ka. I've heard some good things about it, except for the funnels on the back. However, I already have a pose in mind that I want to pose it up in. So that's gonna be great. And I also believe I have... Ah, yes. I do have a high-grade not gun cannon. No, it was a gun cannon, yeah. Yeah, high-grade gun cannon that I had. I believe I also had not a Caliban, a Schwarzette. That's right, Gundam Schwarzette. Along with two real grades I got from the box. Those would be the Destiny, which I haven't heard too many good things about. Mainly because, well, the frame really degrades over time if you move it too much. And I believe the... What was it? Let me take a quick... Oh yeah, that's right. The Wing Gundam. Real grade Wing Gundam. Real grade Wing Gundam was also included. And I'm also I'm really looking forward to that build though, in comparison, because the Destiny does look the real grade Destiny looks very nice on the surface. However, that build quality really degrades over time. I can't wait to build those eventually. As for this kit right here, it is going along very nicely. Luckily, this is a bit easier than I expected for an arm. Look, I think usually it's just the legs that are the most complex, legs and hips for master grades. Usually. Mainly because you got a lot of moving parts in that knee. And usually that hip drop as well to allow you to get all those flowy leg movements. The arms should be much easier, theoretically, in comparison. I am just kind of cutting everything I need out preemptively, though. Like, I see which parts are unique to each arm right now, like armor-wise. So I am just cutting them all out. Yeah, as you can see, the left arm has a lot more components than the right arm. And I haven't even finished cutting out all the parts of the hands for the left arm. Now that I think about it, did I cut out the back? Yes, I did. Good, good, good. All that's left on this runner here is, I think, face pieces? And yeah, I think that should just be about it for all the pieces except maybe the fingers. I am missing some of the fingers here. For the hands, though the hands specifically, they come with 3 sets of fingers. So you have your clenched fists, which I am applying right now. You have beam saber holding hands, then you have trigger fingers. I do very much like having 2 trigger fingers in my builds. So I believe this thumb just goes on the back like so. Maybe? Okay, there we go, it's in. And then just put this back on, which should seal the thumb in place. And there we go. Then all we have left to do is to just put these fingers in. And we have ourselves a clenched fist. Ooh, that is a tight fit. Oh my gosh. Is this supposed to just go in directly? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's a really tight fit. What the hell? Okay, there we go. So the right arm is really simple, you know? You just have some armor and a frame. Nothing more to it, you know? But the left arm is not so simple. I'm gonna attach the right arm to get it out of the way. Just gotta really get it in there. Make sure it's in. And yeah, it's all the way in. As for the left arm, we do have some of the components out, though I still need to find all the moving components of this thing. Because there are quite a few of those. But we're gonna need this part right here. So this is all technically the exterior of the left arm. We're gonna need to set those aside just to incorporate some moving parts. So here we do have, I think, some of the hinges. What am I missing on this runner? There you are. Little piston arm-like thing. That's going to be necessary in a bit. We also need, I think, yeah, there you. What the hell? Oh wait, no, those are color-separated Vulcans. The gray ABS Vulcans. Sadly, I wish the transforming head got the same, like, yellow Vulcans that the still head got. But, alas, that is not the case. I think this is the last piece we need for this one step. Almost dropped it again. We take this. And I guess we just start assembly. I don't think this has any facing that it needs to specifically be in, which is good. I think that's the main structure done. So the arm does just kind of poke through this. I believe it folds up like so. This does, I think, this is supposed to lock it in place, I believe. It does fold out like that. Ah, okay. So this locks upwards like so. Well, we need to put this into here. Like that. Just, it fits in so nicely. And I believe this down here just slides along this piece of this backside. And this peg is meant for another beam shield, which we will need to cut out. There are the parts. I know I made one of these on the last stream because, you know, we made a spare one. Hopefully, this one turns out the same way. Keep on dropping all the pieces. I'd rather cut off the runner. Okay. Where is... There they are. So here we have the parts that we need. Now let's see, we need to make sure that these are facing the right way and are in fact near the bottom, so they just kind of click in underneath. Indeed, that is the case, it seems. You're going so smoothly. I believe just like that, we have another shield. Sadly, we do need to get some of the color correcting stickers for this thing because for some reason they didn't color separate it. Let's see here. I think that's good enough. Does technically have grooves to help align it, but it doesn't necessarily sink into the grooves. But I think this is good enough. I believe this should just kinda click onto here very smoothly, yes. Let me see if I can remember how to attach the beam effects. If I remember correctly, it should be pretty easy. Just quickly check. Oh yeah, no, it's easy. Okay, good. I was just quickly testing to see if it works. Alright, there we go. Does seem like it does have a place to click in. So, same process as before. We have this. He's just clicking like so. Oh, I forgot. That's right. Where are my nippers? Where are those parts? There they are. Is there any white on the outside of the beam shield? No, there isn't. Good, good, good. This part. How do I forget this part? I don't know. But I forgot it nonetheless. Sorry, going in right? I hope you are. I sincerely do hope that you are going in the right way. Okay, there we go. So this elbow is comprised of 2 joints, as you saw earlier. The usual for elbows like this. So click on that. Then I guess we just click this into here. Nice. It's very secure. This thing... Oh. It doesn't have, I think, full 360 rotation due to some extra bits poking out. However, it still should have more than enough rotation. Unless you bend it... Yeah, bend the elbow a bit and it does give it more than enough room to rotate all the way around. It's just a bit finicky to work with, I guess. Then I believe we should just pop this on, assemble the hand, then we're done. Then all that's left to do is to work on the shoulders. So let me just get this thumb in real quick, because this is really annoying. Alright, the annoying part's done with. Get this on, thumb is locked into place. This should again just slide right on like so. Move the thumb downwards to its proper position. And there we go. F91 has a left arm. The left arm is a bit unique. It does just kind of pop out like so. So this does have a pivot. It does rotate. You can see the piston just slide back and forth. Oh, shit. Okay, no, I need to unassemble some of this. Oh, I see where this is supposed to slide into. I see, I see. Well then, okay, luckily this does come apart really easily. That's kind of good. Okay, part separator. I'm gonna need you real quick. I didn't put this in the right slot. Okay, there we go. There's a pair. Okay, there we go. Much better, much better. That fits way, 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 way better. No wonder. Okay, so apparently there was a little groove in here that I accidentally missed, so it ended up like having this piece over here just pop out the back. But yeah, no, that groove really helps in making this much smoother. Like, look at this movement. It's so much smoother now. My goodness. How'd I miss that? Yeah, no, that's probably what's causing all my articulation issues. So, well, sorry about that. However, luckily for me, this is very easy to reassemble. Which is, I guess, a good and bad thing. I hope it just doesn't fall apart on me. I doubt it will fall apart on me anytime soon, but still. There we go. Left arm attached. Now I think we're working on shoulders. So, starting with the, I believe, right shoulder. All the parts should be on the D-runner? Where are ya? Probably also gonna need to copy this for the left shoulder, so I might just, again, do two things at once. Ooh, okay, this is a really unique joint that I don't think I've seen anywhere else. What is this? Okay, this is where all the radiating fins attach to. So I'm gonna probably do the same assembly for the left shoulder, because those are identical. Just gotta mirror it a bit. Hey, let's get to work. I should have probably cut out all the fins, now that I think about it. So this doesn't really have a like proper way it needs to face or anything. This is just gotta need to attach onto here. Like so. I'm gonna assume the same on this side. I don't know why they would make these two separate. Alright, let's get these fins on. I do know that these can get a bit floppy, so that is just one thing we will have to just worry about in the future. Okay, well, let's see what I gotta do here. So we take this, specifically mount these like so. Don't want to mount them backwards. Otherwise we're gonna have to disassemble the shoulder partially just to even take these apart. And this one can apparently swing all the way back. These are all on their own little hinges essentially, so they can be spread out and articulated however you want. Holds its shape pretty nicely actually. I didn't expect that. Okay, so that is one component done on that side. Time to get this other side done. There we go. I think that's this for the other side. Now I guess we just get started with the exterior. This is all supposed to be folded up and stored inside these. Alright, I think almost everything is laid out. Almost. I just need, I think, a few more parts here if I can find them on the runners. Which way is Peaceful's place? Okay. I just need to remember that. Okay, we have this really nice spread apart so far. Now let's just increase that number of parts needed. Actually, this should be facing like this. Alright, we got this nice little spread of parts here now, I guess. Almost done with it. There are quite a few layering pieces in the shoulder, which I do really appreciate. But shoulder armor does sometimes get a bit excessive, if you ask me. Oh my gosh. How much more of these do you need? I still need to cut out an entire other set of exterior armor. For the other side. There's so much layering already. Okay, I think that's it for one side. Actually, no, I'm lied. I need to get some yellow, orange in here. I'll move these up here. Well, I'm on this runner. I should probably cut out for the other side as well, just to make things simpler for myself. I do hope I don't get these mixed up, though I will know very quickly if I do. Oh my gosh. Hey, look at all these pieces, my goodness. I think that's it. Okay, now we can begin the arduous step of assembly. How do you attach? Do you attach to the front or the back of this thing? Oh, this peg. Okay, there we go. Got that in. Now let's just do the same over here before we close it up. Alright, let's close these. Everything is lined up. There we go. It's all sealed inside that inner frame. Oh, wait, did I forget to... Okay, no, I didn't. Thank goodness, not yet. Okay. So, this right here is supposed to apparently be held on by the exterior armor. So this goes here. Then just kind of plugs into here, I believe. And then this should just plug in over it. I see, so that's how these come out. Fascinating. Okay, so let's quickly get this side done before I start playing around with this too much, because, you know, I will most definitely be doing that. Oh wait, no, this armor's supposed to go on before the arms. I'll have to take those arms off, but I don't think that's too much of a big deal. Okay, I think that's that for now. I think this should... Where does this go? Does it just slide on the end right here? Yes, it does. So it just creates this little bridge for this area that does show a bit of the frame through here. Okay, no, this is difficult. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Got it on. And these other parts should help keep it in place, I believe. You do see a bit of the tips of these poking through, but I don't know if that's my fault or if I'm just not folding this up right. I don't think I was folding it up right.
Yeah, I got this.
Ah, I knew I forgot something. The top cover for the left side. There we go. There we go, there we go. Now we have all the parts. This should just plug in right here, I believe. Then we got these. Should just slide right on. Ooh, and you see that little gap just really lets this little detail right here pop. However, I am a bit wary that this might come out on me. But we'll worry about that later. For now, these will just slide right up. Did I get that upside down? No, I didn't. And why are you almost gonna pop out, it seems? Okay, I think they're just small and light enough to just be barely held in there. But I would be a bit careful there. Those are extra thrusters, like just to make small adjustments. And just like that, we have one of the shoulders done. So how this is supposed to work, you just pull this down and I think out. It does just kind of swing out. And just flares open like so. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it does kind of lock into place once you flare it open like this, which is really nice. That design, the F91 design. Okay, let's get this done on the other side. Then we move on to, I think, head. So, I think I've been playing around with this for a bit too much. For long enough, rather. Yeah, I was right. This doesn't go on that side. I got these two mixed up. But doesn't matter. In the end, we managed to get these done. So, let's just quickly pull off this arm. Right shoulder on. Boy, you really gotta twist this in here. Come on, little buddy, get that shoulder on. Then we just can get the arm on. We might be able to use to get the shoulder on deeper. Okay. And these should just pull out like so, yeah. Does feel a bit gimmicky. Like they feel a bit awkward to position once pulled out, but it can be done. God, the shoulder feels so barren without that F91 logo and everything. Oh shit, is this gonna pop off? Okay, good, it didn't pop off on me. Okay, that... Alright, okay, this is very awkward to position and just, like, fold back into place. You basically have to bring this entire piece up just to, pull these out. Because otherwise, the arm would normally just pin these down under here to keep them in place. Which I guess is nice for just posing. But, if you just want to quickly transform it, that can be a bit annoying. Okay, let's see here. Get these on the peg. The left shoulder now. Left arm. Should help push in that left shoulder. And there we go. So, these can pull out and forwards, like so, to help in moving the arm up and across the chest. Well, that can really pull. Though I don't think it can move far enough to grab a beam saber. Unless, like, you know... Oh yeah, that's right, unless the beam sabers... Oh shit, well, that does pop out pretty easily, I guess. Judging from the articulation. Oh, it might... Oh, it's almost able to. It's almost. If the arms are a bit longer, then maybe. But it's so close to being able to grab a beam saber on its own. Look at that. Articulation overall is pretty nice. Let's see, let's readjust everything to be back to normal. Make sure everything is in place tightly. I do really like the folding, like those gimmicks in the side skirts, like these little flaps to deploy everything. That's really cool. Like everything just sits on here really nicely. I really do like that. Like they really didn't need to include the spare beam shield or anything, but they did, which is very nice. Anyways, enough of my rambling. We are now on to the head unit. So we are almost done. Already. Okay, so this is the non-transforming head that we are assembling here. So specifically for this head, I believe you can choose between two faces, right? You can choose between either a masked face or unmasked face. This other unmasked face is for the transforming head. So I'm going to be using that unmasked face for that head. With that head. And just keep it unmasked. I kind of wish they included a third head. But it is really nice that they did fully do the transforming head gimmick. Hey, where am I still looking for? Oh, okay, so these are the heads. I think this is the non-transforming head, because it doesn't have, like, little pegs on the side for hinges. So we got that iconic red chin. Oh, I really want to pen align this head so bad and make it pop. There we go, we have the lower already. Now for the eyes. So we will need some of this clear plastic. This is also why we got 2 eyes for 2 heads. Got 2 of every head camera because of that as well. We got 2 pairs of eye stickers, 2 pairs of head cameras. I just need to hope that these eye stickers are on the right way and just like in the right place, just so that I can properly bridge that. Sadly, because of that, I don't think I'm able to really apply this on camera because I really need to look up close for these. Sadly. I kind of wish there was some light piping to the head though for F91. I mean, it is a clear piece of plastic for the eyes, so theoretically it could have done light piping up there. But that is not the case. Alright, next up. We got, I think this is the back of the head? So this just kind of wraps around to the front. This is where we use our little head Vulcans. I really wish they included another pair of these instead of some gray Vulcans for the other head. Oh, I have just dropped that somewhere. There they are. My god, these pieces are tiny. Need to really hang on to these better when I cut. Because these things are so easy to drop and lose. Thank goodness I'm not working on like my bed. I've lost so many pieces when working on kits there before. Okay, so let's see how these go in. Yeah, the Vulcan's facing outwards. We just kinda shove these in, I think. Hold up, am I using the right piece? Yes, I am. Okay, I think I am at least. Okay, let's get these in place properly. So these are probably not going to be held in place too well until we can get some armor on the outside. Like, the exterior armor is really going to help pin this thing down. There we go, for now. Okay, this sits really awkwardly in here. But I guess it works. There we go. See those Vulcans shining through, and then there is the plastic underneath to support it. I think the head just kinda... Oh, it is just... It acts as a helmet, okay. So we still need to cut out a lot of things here. Mainly... I think the V-fin. That's about it. Now we're gonna need to do a similar assembly for second head. Okay, we got the V-fin out. So these just kind of connect onto slots here. Do have to be careful because these do seem a bit delicate. I could also probably clean them off a bit better. But for now, I need to get them in place. Alright, time to clean. Gotta be very gentle with these, because these can probably snap pretty easily if you're not careful. Like, if these snap, I'm pretty much just forced to use the transforming head, or just constantly just transfer the V-fins between the two heads if I decide to, you know, go the one over the other. But I think I got it. There we go. F91's helmet. Now, let's get that crest on. Ah, okay. So this is also where we use a head camera. Where's the back head camera? So I don't think there's a clear part for the back head camera. Instead, we just kind of stick a sticker back here. That's kind of awkward. So we just have this tiny little sticker that we apply to the back of this and just hope that it stays on, I guess? Like, I really feel like that's gonna fall off over time. But alright. If it does fall off by then, I'll probably have had metallic blue markers to, you know, come up with a more permanent solution to the sticker. And the V-fin fell off as I suspected. The V-fin could use a bit of work, just like keeping that thing in. I would have preferred like another white piece to just pin down one solid V-fin that plugs into like the helmet. That would have, I feel like, been much more secure than this. I mean, this technically works, but still. I'd almost have to glue this in with how wobbly this is. It's hard to plug in because it feels so delicate, but it's pointy, just directly push it in from this side. Anyways, enough complaining. Where is... there it is. The crest. The tiny little crest with that head camera. Oh shit. Okay, this tiny little piece of clear plastic is very easy to lose. How do you go in? Which way is up for you? Oh shit. Oh, you need to stop fumbling it. Did I just lose it? I may have just lost the camera. Well, shit. As I was saying, yeah, that thing is so easy to lose. What the hell? Like, it's just this tiny little speck. It's somewhere on the ground over here. Oh, no, I found... No, that is not it. That is something else. Was that a bit of glue on the ground? Maybe. Yeah, well then. Looks like I'll be swapping crests a lot. Huh. Okay, that is awkward to say the least. Where the hell did it drop? My goodness. Okay, well. If it's gone, it's gone. I just need to be extra careful with this and figure out which side is the front. Because, my goodness, this stuff is hard to see. I feel like they could have probably, like, molded the eyes in with the head camera to allow for a larger piece, which would be way more difficult to lose. This sticker's on. Did it just fall off? No, it didn't, luckily. Okay, well, at this rate, I'm gonna lose this one as well. Let's just get this in and over with before we lose it. Does it not want to go in? Stop being so finicky now. Don't flake off that sticker. How is this even supposed to... Okay, there we go. I think I got it. Okay, that was really awkward. But yeah, I got it. Okay, so now all there's left to do is just to push this in here. Well, that actually fits really nicely. Oh my gosh. And then just pop this on top. And there we go. Oh, nope. This popped off. Come on, stand. Oh, there goes the V-fin. Okay, the head might be the most finicky part so far. There you go. There we go. I think it's on. The head of the F91. Now let's get its other head. Its opening head gimmick. Okay, there we go. I need the eyes for this, of course. Apply the eye stickers soon. Clean up the eyes a bit. Now, what else did we need? Chin, that's right. Chin. Okay, I think we're done with that set of runners. Next up, V-fins. There's just so many small parts of this kit. Especially around the head. I'm like, my goodness. The head is... this head can be a pain in the ass. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need parts from these runners I put way off to the side. These little hinges that they printed on here. Now I might as well just cut off these. I think this is for the Vespers. At least this, I think this is the back of a Vesper, if not for the beam rifle. But if I do that, I get to clean out a runner, so I'm just gonna do that and not have to worry about it later. How much time has passed? I've kind of lost track. An hour, almost an hour 30. We're still making good progress. Okay, well, I think we have most of the parts. Still, actually, no, I still need to cut out these. If you couldn't tell, this is much more complicated than the, the still face. Which side are you on? This side. Alright, and I think that's it for most of these parts. Oh, wait. Oh, I found it. I found the other camera. Oh my gosh. Can't believe it. I found it. Okay, let's not lose that again. Where'd I put the other head crest? I've already forgotten. There you are. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe I found that thing. That thing is so tiny. Okay, well. Let's just quickly get this head crest onto into this the slot. Oh, so that we don't ever have to touch this again. First, I need to get this foil sticker on it. Like so. Then we can just shove this in here and hope for the best. Okay, there we go. It's in, it's in, it's in. Okay, we don't have to worry about losing this again. Thank goodness. Now we just need to worry about assembling the rest of this damn thing. I believe this is your usual. Get some eye stickers on here. My hand can stop shaking so much. Oh, how did I screw up eye stickers that bad? Okay, there we go. Okay, how are the eyes supposed to go on here? They just slide on the front? I hope they do. Unless I have these upside down. If I have them upside down, that's really not good. I did have them upside down. That means I applied the eye stickers upside down. Oh no. Okay, let's reapply these. Just upwards a bit. Okay, there we go. It's on. Thank goodness. We're done. Okay. Oh, okay, let's get onto these. These little guys. These guys are even hard to track on my map. The transforming face has... Oh, there we go. It's somewhat annoying to assemble right now. That clicked it way more easily than I expected it to. I'm assuming I just swing this forward like so. Before just sliding it in the back. Oh, right here. Okay. Okay, I see the mechanism for this. So basically, these can swing forwards to try and cover the face if they don't pop out of their sockets. Like so. It does leave a giant seam line down the middle, but, you know, you can just kind of freely transform this. I always like to test out these gimmicks at least once, even if it is during the build process. Because knowing me, I'll probably forget to do it later when I'm way too tired. Anyways, let's get you reattached and actually properly assembled before we mess around with it a bit more. Because that is still a pretty cool gimmick. Oh. Okay, I think everything's in right now. Oh, take one of these, apparently. Wait, was I supposed to use one of these earlier? Okay, no, I don't think I was. Why are you on this one, then? Oh, I was supposed to use one of these earlier. Okay, well then. Oh, okay, yeah, no. This is supposed to go on right here. I guess that's supposed to keep that from happening. Because that just fell right off. How'd I miss that? Huh. Okay, it's supposed to look like this instead. And that helps keep everything on, though, my goodness. Everything is falling off the head. Like, I really feel like the head needs some, better construction. So right now, all his decals are falling off. I'm tempted to just super glue it in. I might just do that, because, like, there's no reason for these things to be taken off. Like the V-fin, at least, specifically. This is really finicky. This, let's see. Let's get you on here. There we go. What's next? Damage time, that's what's next. We're doing a part sandwich here. I think around here-ish? Where is that peg? Right here. Found it. And now let's close up this side. Assuming that this doesn't pop out again. Okay, this top part does seem to keep the pegs down and in place. Which is good. That's very good. Okay, let's see. How do I finagle this in? There we go. Need to move this to the front, I guess. Temporarily. Now I can move it to the back. This is where I think the back sticker comes in. Right there. If you will, please stay on for me. There we go. Much, much better. Oh, I almost forgot about the Vulcans. Did I forget to put in Vulcans? Not yet. Okay, good. Where were those Vulcans? Which runner were they on? C runner. Found them. 27's on the right side, 26 on the left. Got it. This guy's on the left. This guy specifically is on the right. Hopefully, I don't accidentally mix these two up. Yet sadly, these aren't the orange Vulcans that you'd find on the non-transforming head. I don't have any orange marker to paint them up myself. I don't even know if my Gundam markers would work well on ABS, because it might actually just rip it apart. Just due to like the, I believe the oil and alcohol is used in it. So I do need to be careful. Especially with panel liner. I know panel liner, specifically Gunpla panel liner, can absolutely destroy ABS if you're not careful. So I would probably have to like prime this shit before, you know, painting a top coat before I can even properly paint it. And that's annoying, so I'm not doing that. Come on. There we go. Just click into place, please. Just click in harder. So I believe how this is supposed to work. Yeah, these are hinges. So it doesn't like fully close all the way in the back. You just cap this off. Do the usual, just plug in these V-fins. Again, I really feel like you didn't need to separate the V-fins. Okay, there we go. So how this head is supposed to work is you peel these open, then you can gently bring these to the front. like so. It's a bit difficult though. Especially I think if it pops out on you. But once that's brought to the front, you can then just close up the head again. There you go, you have the normal looking head. Ish, except with a giant seam line down the center. Then, you know, you just kind of do the opposite to untransform it. I mean, I do find it really nice that they allow this, though. Like, they try to include the gimmick, but I don't think it works too well. Come on, come on. Click in place. Oh, shit. Yeah, because, yeah, as you can see, these are a bit gimmicky. Need to really make sure they're tucked in back there. And this side just popped out. This is just another hinge in here. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying before, I'm probably just gonna do this. This head is just gonna be my what was it? My mask down, and this is just gonna be my mask up head. And I'm just not gonna really swap it out. I'm just gonna swap the entire head. I will probably super glue the V-fins in place though, because those are gonna be very annoying, having to like readjust every time. But that is the base of the F91 done. We are now done with most of it. All that's left at this point are the weapons. I do really like weapons. I always look forward to them. So honestly, since I do have my high-grade F91, I don't think I'm gonna be using the bazooka or my rifle, because I already have my high-grade one posed up, with a pose that uses both. So instead, I'm thinking of just using the Vespers for a pose. I mean, I'm still gonna build everything, but you know. No, I do really like the design of these Vespers. Because they do have a slightly transforming gimmick. They do have like an extension and retracting gimmick, along with a sliding gimmick that we saw during the torso build. So these two should be identical, for the most part. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about, you know, getting parts mixed up. Okay. Luckily, I think all the internal parts are on the runners over here. Basically, all I have to do is just cut it all out and then just assemble. I will probably assemble both separately to an extent. At least, when the... Yeah, at least, until my mat has enough space to accommodate showing both. And all the parts for both. Like a full spread for the parts for both. Okay, now let's see how this is all attached. Let me get a feel for this real quick. So this is right here is part of the sliding gimmick, I believe. This is a handle, one of its handles that you can use. We're gonna need this just to keep it on the rail. This is the ball joint attachment. I think now we're just free to close this up. Hold on, why are you not closing? Do I have you? Oh, I think I have you in the wrong way. Come on, where did that drop? I had it in backwards, that's why I wasn't closing. There we go. Okay, so that's the interior of one Vesper. Let me get the other one built up real quick. So the process for building these is really simple. I do like that. But they do have a ton of cool little gimmicks in it. It reminds me of Barbados's folding 300mm rifle, or rather cannon. Okay. Oh, I forgot that there were two necks included with these runners, despite only two heads being necessary. Hey, there we go. Yeah, two runners fully cleared now, basically. Now let's see if I remember how to quickly toss this together. Yep, I do. Good, good, good. Oh, that clicks into place really nicely. So these do have an extension gimmick, as I was saying. I believe they do lock into place. Yeah, they do. Ooh, that is satisfying. Okay, now onto their covering. We got a 1. And I think this is a 2. Oh, and we're also gonna need this. I do love the color separation on this thing. Color and part separation on it. this goes up here. I need these. Now, I almost forgot about these, I'll be honest. Just dropped. Something just dropped. Oh, just a bit of the runner. Okay, don't need to worry too much about that then. Where do you go? Oh, the front, of course. Okay, that's another runner we're done with. Finishing up these runners quick. Oh yeah, because we're nearing the end of the build, of course. We got the main structure down. All I'm doing at this point is just cutting out all the little details. Whatever is left, you know? Okay, I think that's just about it for everything. Oh, almost forgot a handle. Oh, and a barrel. How do I forget that? Okay, well, I think that's all the parts. Luckily, it is not as complicated as something like, you know, the new funnels. Those are annoying. Anyways, let's start connecting everything. Like, due to my layouts, everything should attach somewhat easily. Why are you not attaching? Okay, there we go. No, you're supposed to be squeezed in, I guess. According to the thirst, I'm supposed to thread the barrel in here. And just fully assemble everything like so. This is apparently supposed to snap in from underneath. Fold up. Be attached like so. Oh boy, I do love how this Vesper is coming together. Just like that, we have a Vesper done. I mean, it's looking kind of plain without any decals, but hey, it's a Vesper. You have its low-speed variant, which has a wide, powerful beam. Or you fold up the handle, extend it out. I think, does the back extend? Yeah, it is supposed to. So this clicks out, clicks into place. Extend this out. I don't know if that also clicks into place or anything. I don't think it does. This flips out. And there you go. You have its high-speed variant. AKA, it's very powerful concentrated shots that can pen beam shields. I do love the size of this thing, though. But yeah, it all just folds up and is all compacted together. So that is one Vesper done. Actually, I should probably take a look at this to see if it does click into place or anything. I'll pull this all the way back. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's kind of just sitting there loose. Push forward. It just kind of jams itself against this handle. So I'm assuming it's just the handle that's keeping everything in place. Okay, well. Let's get everything just quickly assembled once more. Oh, shit. Luckily, once you're done at once, it's pretty easy to quickly assemble it again. And there we go. Slide these up. And the Vespers are now attached. Nice. Do love these Vespers. And the way they work, you just can slide them down and flip out the handle while they're down here. Then just like move the F91's hand to the handle. Probably will have to, you know, rotate. Let's see, I'd say bend this a bit and rotate. No, this is a bit awkward. Okay, so flex out, rotate like so, then bend wrist inwards like this in order to reach around and grab it. It's very awkward to do, but I think that's like the best way of going about it. Left arm feels a bit loose. I'd say it probably works best on the right arm. Okay, well, everything looks secure enough. I don't think anything's gonna like fall out or anything like that. So as long as that nothing falls apart, we should be good. It's sturdy enough for now, it seems. It hasn't fallen apart just quite yet. Finally, we are onto its weapons. Beam rifle. This should be really simple. It's just two parts sandwiched together, however, there is just a bit of white piece that goes on top, and that's about it. It's supposed to be a regular old beam rifle. Already got the beam saber stored away. You can always take those out, stick them in the beam saber holding hands, and slap on the beam effect parts. But personally, I don't like posing too often with beam sabers. If I am posing with beam sabers, it's usually just posing within a shooting stance as well. But that is just my preference for posing. Where is the muzzle? Oh, we also apparently have a folding handle. Okay, here we go. This should just attach here. This attaches here. Well, it is currently very plain looking. That is probably because we still need to attach the top, which does have a fair amount of panel lining opportunities. So if you really want to panel line it, you certainly can. Does certainly help break up the colors, which is much needed on this, honestly. So of course, you can just flip this out to the side, probably grab it with the other hand if you want to. Or just keep it down like it usually is. That would just go in the hand like so. Well, in the holding hand. I don't have the holding hand cut out yet. There is a specific trigger finger hand for it though. So I'm probably going to use the trigger finger hands for using on the Vespers. Oh, I forgot. There's also technically a sight. Where is that little piece? Okay, so there is a foil sticker sight. We're not done just yet. So before we attach this, I want to attach a foil sticker. Just like that, we have our little sight. You kind of see it glisten. Right there. Off to the side, you can see it way better because they don't have a black background. Yeah, that is our beam rifle. I am curious to see if a beam saber effect would fit in here, though. Oh, it almost does. Like, if I were to apply some attack, I could probably get it to stick. And make a shooting effect. That's pretty cool. Anyways, that's the beam rifle. Oh shit. Next up is the beam launcher, or beam bazooka. Now what is really nice about this thing is I believe it does have a removable magazine, which is pretty cool. I want more weapons with removable magazines like that. Adjust this thing's thumb real quick. I think I screwed up its thumb positioning. Come here real quick. Why is your thumb at such an awkward angle? It's like it's about to pop out. There we go, much better. Spread the Vespers out a bit so it's easier for it to lay on its back. I feel like I'm oh, this is supposed to go on top of the bazooka. Okay, no, I'm not missing something. I think this is the optic for the bazooka. Alright, I think I got just about everything on this runner done. Now I think we just have a couple more pieces to go. This thing does have a lot of parts to it. Like a surprising amount of parts. Like the high-grade variant of this thing was somewhat simple, but still had all the looks. The master grade variant just has a ton of parts to it. Like, look at all these. At least it isn't new fin funnels. My god, the layering of those things is so annoying. Like, they look great, but still, I feel like it could be done with so much less effort. All the layering on the high new was insane. My goodness, there's just so many little pieces to this thing. I think this is the barrel. I still got a couple more to go. And I think that is it. Yeah, that took a while. Oh boy. Well, at least we're done with that. Now for assembly. The part I do rather enjoy. So this goes near the front. Plenty of room to pivot. So you can get it in a ton of different poses. What about you? Oh, okay. So all this piece does is add a bit of effects right here. I don't see why they couldn't have just tried to mold that in. I guess there's a bit too much depth. This look very nice, though. So this just layers on in here. Oh. Don't want you falling out. Think that's in. Now we just do this. Oh shit, this piece fell out again. Okay, this is annoying. Really need you to stay in there. Otherwise, well, everything's literally gonna fall apart. I really don't see why they couldn't just have molded this, though. Okay, part separator to the rescue. There we go. I think that's separated enough for me to just potentially peel back. Okay. Let's get this in here. Make sure it's in tight, I guess. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Alright, now let's get this assembled. Beam launcher does have a bit of articulation around the barrel. Oh, I forgot this little piece inside here. Okay, I might have to remove these. Actually, no, okay, I might be able to fit this in without removing them. It's just gonna be a bit more difficult because, oh, how do I forget this thing? I should have put it in before, but I did not. So I shall suffer the consequences. I don't see why they couldn't have just, used a peg. Okay, no, this can be removed, luckily. There we go. Yeah, it needs a lot of space to be pushed in, I guess. And these can just snap right on. Come on. There we go. Ugh! Last sticker. Let's go. Okay, let's see if I can just use this little piece of silicone here to just press it down there, get into that groove, and just really get this sticker down. Just in case, I might as well just use a bit of the tweezers here, because this thing is luckily thin enough to slip in there. Good. Yeah, I think my part separator is a bit too thick for that gap. That is one thin-ass sticker, though. Just to get that little camera in there. Now all that's left to do is just get these on. And I think with that we should be done with the build. Of course, all that's left to do at this point is just get the magazine on, but you know, it's a magazine. It just goes in like so, I believe. It just clips on and is removable. That's really nice. But yeah, that's the F91. Oh, I forgot shields. This thing is really neat with the way that the shield attaches. It's just similar. It's similar to that of the high grade, though. Honestly, I do also get some beam sabers here, but you know, beam sabers are beam sabers. They'll fit in the hands and they'll do beam sabery things. But with the shield, let's see. This thing you just kind of pull out. So we are gonna want to remove this real quick. Peel off, I believe, the front. So if we just apply a bit of pressure, we should eventually just find a slot where we can leverage this off. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is made to come off. Because now we just slot this into here. Clicks into place. Then we just slide this back on, and there we go, we have a beam shield. That simply attaches to the arm, like so. Ooh. It does seem to want to fold in on itself quite often. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, oh, okay, everything fell apart. Well, I mean, this is kind of why we have a backup shield, but still, I don't want to use that yet. So this just kind of pulls out. Make sure you have a firm grip on it now, I guess. This would just slide right on. Clicks into place. And that should just click onto here. It is a bit loose, but it does work. There we go. Left arm does seem very loose, it seems, on the peg. But you can position that however you want due to the rotating forearm, which I do really like. Rotating forearm gives you a lot of freedom. What I don't like is just how loose some of these accessories are. I wish I would have designed this V-fin a bit differently. But, yeah, that's a beam shield. And, of course, you have the other holding hands for the Vespers, rifle, and the beam launcher. Of course, you also have the beam sabers, but again, as I've said before, I don't usually pose with beam sabers too often. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this stream. You can also apply these. I'm definitely applying the F91 and some of these scenery stickers onto here. I don't know if I'm going to apply these ones. I might just get some water slides. Yeah, as I said, I think that's going to be it for this stream. Let's see. I don't know what I'm streaming on Friday, I'll be honest. I'll think of something. If it isn't Mechanicus, then it might be something else. It's likely just going to be more Mechanicus. Don't know if I'm going to be streaming Yakuza anytime soon, though, because I am having some issues with that game. But yeah, aside from that, I think that's all the announcements I got for now. Oh, I do have a video coming up. I'm gonna try to release it before Christmas. So yeah. Let's see how fast that gets done. It is essentially just gonna be a quick little video essay on the Battle of Loom. Not gonna be very long, but you know, it's a video nonetheless. Anyways, I think that's it for this stream. Thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you guys next time. Oh yeah, I do of course have some more build streams on the way if you couldn't tell. But yeah, bye.